You are also welcome. You are also welcome. So for the existing people that came there last week, I think we did spoke about a few things, and I just want to remind all of us, this session is about introduction to SQL. So what we did last week, if you remember, we spoke about the installation of the Oracle database. But the particular one that we actually installed is called Oracle Express. Why did we go for that option? One, it is free. Secondly, it is very lightweight, So it is actually Oracle Corporation developed that so that people who are trying to adapt themselves to the use of Oracle database can actually use it as a test bench. So we also spoke about the installation of that the Oracle 11G. The particular one that we installed last week is called 11G Express. 11G, and we spoke about all the things that we need to know when it comes to the installation. So again, we spoke about database management system, and we talked about database management system being an enabling platform for us to be able to save our data, to retrieve, to manipulate our data. So we also spoke about relational database, that we spoke about when you have data and you have data having their relationship with one another, having a link, like you have a father and mother relationship, or you have father and brothers relationship. So relational database is talking about having entity that are related together. I mean, in a way. So we also spoke about having to know that there are databases vendors, like the one we're using is Oracle. Oracle is one of the vendor that is actually key when it comes to database management system. So we also have DB2, which is from IBM. We also have Microsoft Server, which is from Microsoft's corporation as well. So we also have other databases as well, and we have some big data called Netezza, Cassandra. Also, there's a lot of them. So the one we're using is Oracle. So we also spoke about what is database. We said database is a home where data reside. And I also remember that I made a mention about that you can actually, it is actually synonymous to when you say military base and you say home base. So, and if you actually separate the data and the base, you can actually have full meaning of it to say that this is data, this is the base, meaning this is a place where database reside. And we also spoke about how do we keep our data in the database. So data is actually kept in a table inside a database. So we have a table, you keep your data, your information in a table, and that table resides in the database. So that is what we did last week. And I think, going further this week, we're going to be having, it is going to be more practical than last week. So let me quickly share my screen so that you can all see my.
Okay.
Yeah. Hope you can all share. Hope you can all see my screen.
Yes. Yes.
Please, Mr. Shegun, okay, you can. Okay, yes, okay. So for the benefit of people who are actually a part of us last week, they've actually gone through the session 1. So but for people who are joining us for the second time, as per today, we shall continue with this. So if you look at it, we did installation last week. So this time around, because we want to test, we want to use SQL statement. We want to know, how do we get information? Remember, now you save your information in the database, but how do you retrieve? How do you get your information back? From the database when you install. So, and I'm going to have there's a demo schema. I also define the schema as a logical container. A logical container where you put a related, like related tables, like we can say HR. Inside the HR, it has all the information about employee. It has information about the country where you come from. It has information about the department where you come from. It has the information about so many information. So you're grouping them. So schema is a logical container. So other people also use it. You can also use this as as a user as well. But so for the purpose of this training, we will be using that. And again, you save information in the database. So how do you take them back? We know that SQL is just a statement by which is a statement by which we can communicate to the database. Okay. So, but then, which tool do you use even when you are writing your SQL? We all know that if when we want to write our notes, we have our notebook. We can use our PC to write. Sometimes when we back days when we use when we use a slate or something to write things. So there's a third-party tools that we can also use where we can put our statement, and that tools can actually connect to our database to display any information that we send to the database. So for the purpose of this one, so there's one that comes with Oracle Express installation. It's called SQL Plus. So SQL Plus is just a tools, a tools where you can put in your statement. You can write that statement to say, okay, I want this thing. I want you to do this for me. Fetch this information for me. So that is the platform. That is the tools by which you can actually use. And it comes with the Oracle installation. So we also have third party like SQL Developer. We have Toad. We have other third party. But for the benefit of this training, we're going to use SQL Plus since it comes with Oracle Express installation. If you look at it, when you install, for those who have actually successfully installed their Oracle database software, you will have seen that there's something called, if you see from my slide, there's something called Aura ES. If you go to, because from in my case, it is actually installed on C. But I know in some cases, in some instances for other people, but they're probably going to install it on E drive. They're probably going to install it on D drive, or they're probably going to, for people who knows Linux, they're probably going to install on different directory. So, but then for the purpose of this training, if you have installed your Oracle software, please look for Oracle ES. So you have to go through. You can see the part that I've displayed on my screen. So you look for the Oracle ES, the app, Oracle, the product, the 11.2, which means 11G release 2. So the server, so it means the server and the bin. The bin is where the command, all the commands in Oracle, all the command that you can actually use in Oracle is actually put in the bin folder. So that is the bin. So from if you are very close to your system, and if you can't do that, you will be able to see what I'm actually talking about. So you will see something called SQL Plus. This is what we are going to use. So if you click your SQL Plus, because remember now, we need to test data. We want to run SQL. We want to run a basic SQL statement. We want to see how it's been done. So we need to create a database. We need to have some data into those database so that we can actually test. So if you look at it, if you click on SQL Plus, you're gonna get something like this. You see the link. If you look at it, this is what I've done on my side. This is why I've taken the screenshot. So if you see, I'm saying direct me to this location, to where the bin is, because I want to call that that tools, which is SQL Plus. So if you see the next line is saying SQL Plus, you see I'm calling that particular one. So any function that you want to call, any command you want to call, if you go to that bin, you'll see list of thousands of commands. So anyone that you want to call, this is the way you call it. So you call, this is, well, for us, we're going to call SQL. So I'm connecting with SQL Plus, which is I'm using the sys. Remember I told you last time that this most super admin users that are more superior when it comes to Oracle database, it is two accounts, two users, the sys and the system. So you can actually do a lot with the sys because it's the most powerful, and followed by the system. So now what happened is, because we need to create a data, we need to create a demo data, so that we need to run some query against them. So now I've chosen this one called HR. There's a schema called HR. So inside that schema called HR, there's a lot of there are other tables. I'm going to show you now quickly. So now, but the account, it comes with Oracle automatically. So once you do your installation, it comes with it. But in most cases, the account is locked, meaning you need to unlock it and reset the password before you can have access to what you have there. So, and that is the basic thing that we've done. If you look at it, I said, please alter the users, which is HR. And that was why I said a schema can also be used as a user, but you really need to know to be very careful when you use them, because they can actually create a user. Babatunde can be created as a user. That doesn't mean I'm a schema, So, but in some cases, they can create a schema, and in Oracle can see that as a user. So you really need to know, and you really need to know the definition. And that is why the basic information is actually, it is very important. It's a key that you really need to be able to separate the schema and the user. So we said, so we're talking about the HR. The schema that we want to use for the demo is called the schema. It's called HR. So the HR, you see, I'm unlocking. I'm saying, please unlock this user for me, because it is locked. When you are doing your installation, it will be locked. Automatically, by default, it will be locked. But I'm telling the Oracle database, I'm giving instruction. You see, it is SQL statement. You see now, you can actually interpret a simple English through this. So I'm telling the system to say, please, Mr. Oracle database, can you please unlock this account for me? You see, so I move further to say, okay, now that you have unlocked, you can see it says user altered. Then I said, okay, can you please change the password? Because remember now, you unlock it, but you do not know the password. It can happen with other users as well. So this thing you need to know also. So I'm saying, okay, can you please reset the password for me for something that I'm going to be comfortable with? And this is the password that I've actually chosen. So if you are, for the benefit of people who have actually installed the database, I want you to use this statement on your try to connect. Look at the way I've connected, look at the statement, and also use the same statement to unlock and you set your password. It doesn't mean you change it to Babatunde to 2003. You can change it to whatever password that you want. But please avoid, when you are creating your password, avoid all the special character. Do not say Tunde at 2023. When you do that, Oracle will see it as a different thing, because the compiler in Oracle will see it as a meaning that you want to run a program. It will see it as a password, and you probably going to have problem. In some, you might use it on SQL. I mean, on SQL developer, and you might be able to get into the database, and you might try it on SQL Plus. You might not. you might not get access into it. And it has happened a lot of times. So just avoid that, you know. So we go further. Remember now that I've changed the password. I've changed the password, the schema that I want to use is HR schema. So now I'm inside the HR schema. You see now, for what I've changed it to. Okay, I'm so sorry, I changed this one. So I'm connecting. So I'm checking. I said, okay, what do I have? I have this table. So this table, this is particular table that we want to use for this session today. So it's called employee. So we still have other tables inside that HR schema, and I'm going to take you quickly for you to be able to see the interface. So you can see now, this is employee. You have employee ID, the first name, the last name, you know, the emails, the email number, the phone number, the hire date, the job ID, salary, the commission, you know, the commission percentage, the manager ID, and the department ID. So these are the columns inside that database, inside this employee table. So we're going to be using that as an example. So if you want me to quickly take you to, let me just quickly take you to that interface. Okay. Okay, this is SQL Plus. This is SQL Plus that I've connected to. I hope you can also see my screen. I hope I'm still visible. Hello, Mr. Shegun, can you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay. Yes, okay. So this is SQL. This is SQL Plus. So, okay, let me just take you to where it is. Let me just take you quickly. So if you install, sorry, let's see, you see what I was saying. You go to your C. You see, this is where, you see, from your product, see your server, you see, then you go to your bin. Yeah. So if you go to your bin, then you search for your SQL. Yes, this one. You see, this is what you call. So once you do this, this is what you see. So this is how to navigate to where the SQL prompt is. So for the benefit of that, so now I'm inside the SQL. I'm inside the schema called HR. I'm gonna do something now. So for you to be able to see, like I said, that a schema could be referred to as a user. So show user. You see now, when I say show user, it says HR. So inside the HR, if I say select, can I see, and I'm going to send a statement to say, can I see what you have, all the tables that you have in this schema? So you see, it's telling me these are the tables. These are all the tables that you have in this schema. You see, so now for like I said, we're going to use this one, employee table. These are all the table. You can see you have table, you have view. This is the only view that you have there. This is a view is a database object. We will still get to that in our maybe next session. So this is the table. So look at it. If you want to select, say okay, select. I want to see the content. I want to see the content of employee. Sorry, employee. So this is the content. This is what you have in under the employee table. Sorry, employee table. So you see your employee ID, your first name, and other. So now we'll go back to our slide.
Please, can you navigate from the Oracle Excel again from C so that people can follow? People are asking questions on that.
Okay, thank you. Okay. You go to your folder. You go to your C drive. It depends. You might, in your case, it might be D. And that was why I was telling you, that was why I gave instruction on the other time to say, please pay attention to what your installation is actually doing. So in your case, you need to know where you install the software. Well, in my case, it is on C, and you will see this. So you go into this. Once you click that folder, you're going to see APP. So you click on APP, you see a folder called Oracle. You click on Oracle, then you see the list. You see this admin, you see this diagnostic, you see fast recovery area, you see oral data. This is where all the data files are. You see, then you will go to the product. You click on product, then you will see this. Okay. So the next thing you see this, which is 11.20. Then you click on it. It takes you to server. Okay. So you click on the server, it gives you the list of all this. So then you look for a bin. There's a bin. So the bin is a place where all the commands are. You can see application, all the things that you can actually call. Maybe the DBCA, for all the functions for the database administrator, they can find them under the what's it called, the bin. So now we're looking for SQL Plus. So if you look at S, yes, you look at it, it is there. This particular one. I hope you can all see. So once you do this, all you need to do is just to click this. And it depends. You can actually log on to it. You can actually log on to say, okay, maybe it's HR. The username which is HR. Then you can just go, and the password is is today 2000. You see. So it will still take you to this, it will still take you to like this. You can still connect in this way, So, but you need to first unlock it on your system. If you're using it for the first time, just unlock the user, because it's going to be locked by default. So you need to unlock it then before you can do that. So then let's go back to.
Sorry, sir. How do you unlock?
Yes, there's a statement that I write, and I'm going to show you from the slide.
Okay.
This is how to unlock. You see now that I've connected. It says connected. So this is the way to unlock. Alter user HR account unlock. That is the way to unlock it. Okay. Because it was locked before. So please, I'm giving instruction to Oracle database to say, sir, can you please unlock this account for me? And remember now, when the account is unlocked, you still do not know the password. And when you don't know the password, the password is just a key. It's just like a key to enter a room. Now you don't have the key. They just unlock that place, but you don't know. Maybe the agent goes to, you want to hire a place. They go, agent was there before to check if everything is fine. But agent still need to give you a key. You need to have a key. So that key, it is what the next step, which is alter user HR identify by this password. This is the way to change the password of any account on Oracle. Alter user, which is HR. Alter user, the particular schema that you want to change or the user, you say yes, identify by this one. And this is very case sensitive. The password is case sensitive. If I want to put in the password, if I put small letter T, small letter TUNDE, Oracle is going to say no. I'm not the rightful owner of the account. See, so you need to be very careful, about when it comes to the case that you are using. It is actually very case sensitive, So this is where to unlock it. So please, if you have installed your Oracle account, please check all this. And if you're having any issue, please let me know. So we'll walk through it. So I said before, so when you get into that HR, you can actually connect to HR with your password. This is the first one, because see, you are connected to HR, the training, quite unfortunate because I reset the password. So the training is the password before. So then I change it to, so I connected. Remember, I was telling you the Oracle service name, it is ES. If you remember, the Oracle service name, it is ES from the TNS names.
Hello. Can you just hold on a bit, please, sir?
Yeah.
I'm about putting the username. Should I put HR?
Okay.
It's asking for enter username. So what do we put there?
You put your HR. You write HR. Did you alter it?
No. That's the first statement.
No. You need to alter it. You need to connect to SQL. Okay. You need to connect to this. This is what you do first. Connect to. Okay. Sorry. You need to connect to system and to unlock. You can see. I connected through the system first.
Okay.
You see. So I've connected through the system, the super user account, to unlock the other account.
Can you do this step again, please? So that people can log in.
Okay. Let me go back.
Mr. Babatunde?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, can you do this step again? Yes, thank you.
Okay, I will do that now. Okay. Hope you can still see my screen.
Yes.
Yes, we can. Yes, we can see your screen.
Okay. Yes. SQL Plus. So you start from here. Okay. Can you see this?
Yes.
Just check the password. Just hold on for me.
That's exactly where the problem is.
Okay, no, it's fine. Okay, 2000. Okay. Okay, you just say sys as sysdba. DBA. Okay. See. Then the password.
Not small letters.
Sorry. Yeah, you can put a small letter for that, but it is only password that is very case sensitive.
Okay.
The user, you can put anyhow. You can put, but the password is the one that is more case sensitive.
Okay.
So you will do, if you remember when you are doing your installation, it will ask you for the password for SIX and the system. If you remember, so
yes,
you need to write it, and that was why I said you need to note it. You need to write it somewhere. So okay. So in my case, I changed this one to 2008. You see, now I'm in.
Okay.
Can you see? So even likewise, if you want to connect, let's say for instance, you want to connect. Let me go again. You want to connect as a system. You want to use system. You just say system. Okay. You say go. Then you can put in password. You can put your password. Say T and 2008. You say you are in. Likewise, remember now that we want to alter. Okay.
Okay. All right.
Yes,
Done.
Yeah. Okay. Password C.
It's done.
Is it okay? Okay. 0008. Okay. Okay. Good. Then when you want to alter a user, the command is there. It's part of what I've written. So it is alter the user. It is the user. What is the username? It is HR. You can say it's a small letter. It doesn't matter in any case. So say alter user. You see, alter user account unlocked. Sorry, alter user. Sorry, alter user. Sorry. That's enough for me. Alter user HR. Okay, yes, alter user. Sorry, alter user account unlocked. Okay. Alter user. Okay.
Okay, now it's okay.
Just hold on. Alter user. Account unlocked. Okay. Unlock. Sorry. Just. See. So this is how you alter it. So now you've opened it. So then you can actually reset the password. Then you say alter user HR identify then you can put your password. Then you can run it. Then that will change your password. Okay. So I do not want to change this password for now because I'm going to be using it for. So if you just put a password in, then put a command, put this, and just run it. It should be able to change. Okay.
Are you saying we should change it?
So let's go back. Sorry?
Are you saying we should change it?
Yes, you need to, because if you are logging in for the first time, you don't know the password.
Okay.
You need to change the password.
Okay.
You need to give it a password.
Okay.
So that you
Okay.
use the password to connect to the database.
Okay. Okay. All right.
Yes. Yes.
Thanks.
Because once you just unlock it, you don't have the password as yet. So you cannot get into that schema. So until when you reset the password, then you can get into the schema. Okay. So now we go back. So we assume that the account has been reset. So in my case, is this. So now we go back to SQL. So this particular one, what we intend to do for this session is to learn a simple basic system, statement, to be able to restrict, to select, to sort that single data function row from the SQL. So then we'll move further. How do we write that statement? This is the basic statement command that we use to write. Please pay attention to this. This first one is very important. Select. Pay attention to this one from. It's very important. And the table. So you need to give instruction to say, please, I want this information from this table, because it's going to ask yourself, where do you want the information from? You need to say, please, I'm selecting this information from this particular table. Can you please take me to this table? So this is the basic way of writing SQL statement. So select, meaning I want you to provide me with this information, because you're going to write some of the columns. Some of the columns so that you want, okay, I want the employee name, I want the supervisor name, I want this, I want this, I want this. Then it will ask you, you need to put information, to put the table to say, where exactly do you need, where exactly are you directing me to look for those information from? So when you are giving information giving information to the database, it has to be clear. The clarity has to be there. So you pay attention to that table name. So then we'll move further. So now using where clause, okay, using where clause, if you look at this statement, the statement on the screen is saying, please, I want you to get me employee ID, get me the last name, get me the job ID, and get me the department ID. From which table? From employee. So where, meaning the particular information that I'm looking for is where the department. Let's say we have computer science, we have faculty, you have faculty of science, you have faculty of different law act, you have faculty of. So I'm saying particularly I want this one for computer science. See, ID, where the ID is 90. Give me this information. So can you see now, when you say this, if you go through the SQL, you say this SQL, if you run it, if you run this statement, you can actually copy this statement, and run it. This is what you see. It's saying that this is what I have. I have this for the 90 department, that department 90. These are the numbers of employee that we have there. And these are their job description. This is how you write your SQL statement. And this is why I said, when you are writing your SQL statement, please bring your logic. Please do not leave your logic. You need to pay attention to your logic. Meaning, this is what I want. Where do I want to get it from? And how do I get it from? I mean, what's condition that is attached to it? So this is how to use your where clause. There are other information that you can pass in your where clause. So again, we're going to this one. Okay, so if you look at it, you are selecting from what? This is the comparison. You are doing comparison. Comparison condition where we all did in all this inequality, in mathematics, our mathematical days, that they'll say 2 is greater than 1, 10 is greater than 8, 8 is less than 10, So the same thing is applicable to this statement. You are saying, okay, this is less than. These are the comparison condition. The comparison conditions are less than, greater than, equals to, and less than, equals to, greater than or equals to. So you will see under the condition, this is how you write it. And because you know why this one is the basic, because when you are working, an organization, you might get a statement from your superior to say, or from the organization to say, can you please write let me know the number of female that we have in this organization, or can you tell me how many employees that is getting up to 1 million as a basic salary? These are the things, these are the way you write information. So you say, okay, select everything, meaning when you put a star, you mean in that table, I want to see all the columns. I want to see all the columns attached to this condition. So all the column, I want to see it. Be it employee ID, be it this, I want everything. So what is the condition that is attached to it? Where the salary is less than 2,500. And if you look at it from that employee table, this is all you get. So this is what you get from this table. I said, okay, if you go to that SQL prompt, if you write this is what you're going to see from the HR table. I mean, from the HR schema and the employee table. Okay, so it will list out everything. So this is to tell us less than. It is under the comparison condition. So we move further to this one. You see, greater than, which we greater than or equals to. You see, that when you say, this is the condition that I'm looking for, can you please give me information of any employee, all the employee that fall within this category that earn 17,000 and more. You see, it says this is mathematical. If you remember our mathematical days, this is what we've actually done. So we're putting all of these things in practice now. And this is why I said no information is useless. Every information is actually important in life. So you see now, you're saying salary, can you please give me the list of all the employee that is earning 17,000 and more? So 17,000 is inclusive. So you can see, if you see the result is saying 17,000. You see the salary now, it's saying salary, and you need to pay attention to this as well. Which is the salary, and you can refer to any other thing as well. So, but in this case, we are referring to salary. So salary of 17,000. This person is earning, let's say, is earning 17,000. The other person is earning 17,000 and more, and this one. So this SQL statement is not going to give us anything less than 17,000. You are saying start from 17,000 and above. That's what the statement is telling us. So you go back, you go into this and say less than or equals to. So you're saying that, can you please give me the list of employee that is earning from 2,500 and below? You see, so 2,500 is inclusive. So these are the things that you will encounter in a complex SQL statement. But if you know the basic, if you can be able to understand the basic knowledge, you will be able to plug in into a complex query. So you can see now that says KK below, it starts from 2,000, starting from 2,000 and below. So 2,000, less than 2,000, and you can see 2,400, 2,000. So it is part of the comparison condition. Then we talk about equality, which is equal to. So can you please give me the list of employee that is any salary of 2,500? So you see now, you want to see any other salary, you can see now. So it will only fetch you. It fetches you the employee, the employee that is earning 2,500. So you need to pay attention to this statement. They can actually be interpreted in a simple English. So your English, you need to get it right. So then we go to inequality, meaning not equals to. So not equals to 2005. So it could be more than that, it could be less than that, but it is not equals to this. So this one, take it out. You're saying take this particular one, the particular number that I mentioned, take it out, and you can go. Just list it. Remember, just put them on the list and just take the one below, the one above it, and take the one below it. But leave this one out. I don't want anyone that is equal to this. So this is what the statement is saying. So and you can see that I couldn't take the full picture of the output. So I only put a few slides, and few rows, few record. And you can see, if you look at it, I put if you see the yellow sign, meaning it returns 101, meaning it returns 101 record. So that is that. So then this one is meaning greater than 17, meaning give me employee information that is more than 17,000. So 17,000, meaning it can be 17,500. Yes, you need to give me that. It can be 70, anything that is more than 17,000. Even if it is one. If it is 17,001, yes, give it to me. But I do not want 17,000. It's just mathematical, So that is the comparison. This is how to use it. So, and if you look at it from, this is one saying between. You see, between two is a comparison statement. that all these things that you can actually run them. You see, when you unlock your account, your HR account, you can try different scenario. Go on internet, look for statement, analyze it, run it against them. Try different scenario to be able for you to be able to get for you to be able to understand it fully. So this one says between two numbers. Say, get this one for me. I want this information between this and this person, this place. So get all the information, and you can see now it is quite different from the previous SQL. I mean, previous statement. Previous statement says star. It's using star, meaning everything. But in this one, it is very selective. It says what I want. I only want their first name, and I want their last name, and I want their salary. And from this particular table, and with this condition that I want it between 1,000 and 2005. You see now, it is not saying all of it. It's not saying, I'm not saying, I don't want employee ID. I don't want anything. All I want is their name, their first name and the last name and their salary. So this is the other the comparison condition. So like is also a comparison. Now you want to check. You say, okay, maybe gender. I mean, maybe name. Let's say name. You are looking for a name, and you want to say, okay, I want a name. Every name that starts with A. Every name that starts with B, or every name that starts with something, or any name that has, B in between, or any name that has, maybe I at the end, or having E at the end. So this is the way to use them. Like you can use it. So there are other conditions that you can say, not like, you see, not like this information. So these are the comparison. These are the way you actually use them. And these are the things that you run this, and I took a screenshot I only use SQL Developer, to take it, because I know the black screen from SQL prompt might not be too visible for me to highlight, and that was why I used SQL Developer. So if you run this command, this is what you get. You see, it's saying, can you please get me all the names that start? Pay attention to where the S is. You see, it started from the beginning. You see, it says this. Sometimes you can put a percentage, you can put quote and put percentage in front and put S in between and put percentage at the end and quote. Meaning, just give me any information that has got S in between. You see, so there are different ways that you can choose it to work for you. So it is one of the comparison condition. So we talk about in. You are saying, give me the list of employee that is working under HR, that is working in IT, that is working in what's it called, business development, that is working in maybe contract and so. So you are saying, give me this. You see the condition. You are saying the job ID. Those job ID that is maybe IT programmer, maybe the clerk. You see in. So we still under Oracle 2, we have not in. You can list out all this to say IT program, not in all this IT program. So your condition, your select, what's it called, the column that you want to select, and where you are getting them from, and your condition that is attached to it, it is very, very important. So it depends on the kind of statement that you are giving, the kind of things that you are reporting or you are getting out, that will determine what kind of condition that you're going to use. You see now, so, and that is why it is very, very important for you to know this. So make sure you practice, do a lot of practice, test it to a lot of scenario, so that you'll be able to know when to use them and how to use them. So if you do this, you can see from the job ID, You see the list, IT job. There are more. There are about, okay, there are about five rows return. So there's no clerk there among them. So the calc is not there. So now we go to is null. Is null. Where manager is null. Meaning where give me list of employee that do not have manager. Please do not make a mistake. 0 is different from null. You see, 0 is a figure. A null is empty space. So do not use them. So null, if they want to say, give me where it is equal to 0, it's different from when it's null. Null is meaning it is empty. There's nothing in there. There's nothing in there. So there's nothing in there's nothing in the null. So it's saying, can you please give me the list of all the employees that do not have manager? So, and if you look at it, it's actually returning just one row to say, okay, this Steven is the only man, is the only employee who do not have a supervisor. See that? Okay, so it's one of the comparison condition that we need to learn. So please adapt yourself, do a lot of practice a lot of scenario, put them to write the query, check, and compare them.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
Excuse me, please. Sorry. Can we experience this query builder with you on this platform so that we can see how it
That's
also
what they work.
Okay,
I will do that. I will do that.
2 or 3. Then we'll practice the remaining orders from the slide that you are giving to us.
Okay.
How do we get there? How do we navigate into this?
Remember, I was showing you this one before.
Yes.
Okay. So this one, I was showing you this. Can you see on my screen? Can you see this?
Yes,
this
we can. Yes, we can see that. Yes.
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 Show user. Okay. Show user. So then it shows that I'm inside the HR. Okay. Okay. Then I'm going to write. I'm going to check. Let's say, give me select star from employee where sorry so where I'm coming where salary. Okay, let me first write select so that you'll be able to see the content. Set line size 3000. Okay, select star from employee. Really? Sorry. Select star from employee. Okay. So the line size, what it does is it's not going to wrap it. Okay. So now we are here. So I want to select. I want to say, okay, let's say where the employees, give me all the employee that is earning salary over 2,000. Okay. Select star from employee where salary. So you need to pay attention to this salary. Okay, salary. Okay, less than 2,005. You see? Can you see that? So you can also say select star star from employee where salary is less than not equals to, you see, or greater than, let's say greater than 2,500. You see. So this is the way from the SQL prompt. If you are there, this is how you go about it. Are we all fine?
Yes.
Okay.
I think I'm
okay. Then we can go back to our slide. So we're here. So it's saying, okay, if we look at it, they say, okay, this is no.
Sorry, Mr. Babatunde.
Okay.
Before we move on, from the chart,
Okay.
I can see majority of us still, they've not really got that table, the HR table. Can we try, if remember as on, if it is possible for us to have the table and people will be able to build the query along the line? I think it will be better.
Yes.
Can you put us through to have the table? I know where the people are facing problem is to create the username and the password. That's a problem. Okay. So if we can scale through that one and we can call for the HR, I think it will be better. Let's go to the HR SQL Plus.
Okay. Again.
So that we can get the table.
Okay.
Thank you,
good.
Sir.
Okay, no problem. Okay. You can go to your command, and if you know where it is, you can just go. Let's just go there. Let me just go. Let me not go there. Okay. Do you still know how to get into this? If you know how to get into this, to this directory, I mean this link, can you please say yes?
Yes, we don't have to
just type yes, please.
Yes. Okay. If you can actually do that, then I will. Then you double click on the SQL Plus. Can you all do that?
You can see the mixture. Yes, no, yes, no. So
okay, because of our time, because of our time, I'm going to start all over again. Let me start all over again. Let me close this. And I really want you guys to plug into this because we don't have much time in our hand. Okay, so I'm not going to go through. I can go through the command, but I'm not going to go through it. I'm just going to go through the installation files. So can you please go to where you install your Oracle database? Can we all do that? If you're able to identify it, can you please write yes, yes, yes for me? Mr. Shegun, can you help me monitor that?
Yeah,
because I cannot see
people are doing that.
Okay. If you are able to see that, can you please click on wherever you install it, wherever? Because in my case, remember, in my case it's C. In your case, it might be E, it might be D. So you need to know where you install it. Then click on it. If you click on it, you get app. So then you click on it again, you see Oracle. Then you click on that again, you will get the list of this. Let me hold, and I want everyone to check. Just say yes, yes, yes if you can get to this page.
Yes, I can. We can get yes now.
Okay, thank you. So you see something called product.
Yeah.
Okay. So you click on the product. So once you click on the product, it will tell you the version of the Oracle, which is 11.2.
2.0.
Yes. Then you click on it again, you will only see a folder called server. Then you click on it again. So once you click on the server, these are the things, all the things that you see. Can we all see this?
Yes.
If you can see this, can you please say yes for me?
Yes.
Yes, at least we are getting somewhere. Yes. So
Yes.
then we click on bin. You look for bin. Bin is to keep all the command that Oracle is using. Please pay attention to that. So you click on that bin. These are the list of things that you see. Can we all see that from our side?
Yes.
Yes.
Please go ahead.
So if you look at it, I'm going to click on something. This one says create DB. So if let's say for instance you want to create a DB, you can actually use this one to create a DB. But in our case, we are looking for SQL Plus. This. Are we there?
Yes.
Okay.
No.
If you are not there, please type no.
Type no if you are not there.
Just type no so that we can know that you are not there. If you are there, type yes.
Yes. If you are there, type yes.
Okay. People are typing yes. Yes. Go ahead.
Yes. Okay. It's fine. Then you can click on. You can click on this one. Double click on SQL Plus from your side. You will see this. Can we all do that, please?
Yes.
Aha. Yes. So we are getting somewhere. So this is the way. At this time, let me assume that I don't have HR. I mean, I don't know the password of the HR. Let's assume that the account of HR is still locked. So now I want to unlock HR account and to reset the password. So I'm going to collect as sysdba. Can we all do that? Okay. Yes. You see. So just hold on for me. Okay.
You are missing
typo. SDBA. Yes, sorry, B. Yes. Can we do that?
Yes.
Okay. Remember the password that you created when you were doing your installation. Then you need to punch it the password. In my case, mine is Tunde 2008. See? You see now it is, and you need to pay attention to the case. Mine is, let me just write this so that you can see what I mean by that. Notepad. Okay, so mine is this Tunde 2008. So anytime I'm putting my password, I cannot use T. I cannot use T like this. If I do this, Oracle will say no. I'm not the one. So this upper letter, this one is different from this one. If you type your password as this one, Oracle will see you as a different person. You see now. So you need to confirm. You need to remember the case. So for me, I'm going to put in T, capital letter T, and all this small letter.
I think you need to tell us that it will not show, so that people are waiting for it to show up.
Oh, it is not going to show because due to security reason. Sorry, due to the security, you know why? Because you might have someone sitting next to you that looking at your screen. So it is not going to show.
So somebody is saying, "Can I copy and paste?" No.
You can try it, but okay. But when you are doing that, make sure make sure you make sure that your cap is on.
My cap, okay.
Yes, your cap is on, because once your cap is on, it's going to convert it to all the capital letter, and it's going to say no. Can we see that now? Are we there?
Yeah, quite.
Yes. Then we want to unlock HR account. Author, user, HR.
Right.
Okay. Account. Unlock. This is how to unlock the account. Okay, you see that?
Hello?
Can you write that statement? Can we all do that and put this comment? See.
I'm still stuck on enter password.
Sorry?
I'm still stuck at enter password.
Oh no! Okay. Can we?
Because my password is not inputting.
No, oh, if your password is not, definitely you've forgotten the password that you use. That's the problem.
I know the password I use.
It will not show. That is what we are saying. Just type it.
Not move.
And
the cursor will not move. It will be stationary.
Yes.
Just keep on typing the correct thing. You will get
yes.
Just
and this is yes, and they actually did that because of the security reason. Because this is the way Linux is also developed as well. So you don't type your password and you see it.
Okay.
Yes.
Let me do that now.
Okay, please do that.
Please go on.
Go on, please.
Okay. So once you get into it, you see now you've connected. It says connected to Oracle Database 11 Express Edition release 11.
Yes, it's done, sir. It's done.
It does that.
Yes, it's done.
Yes. Then you can type this letter. You can type this author user HR. Author user. I'm saying author this user. Account of this one. Unlock.
Okay. Author user.
My enter username is just repeating. It's not progressive. It's supposed to show me password. So what do I do?
Can you take a screenshot? Can you take a screenshot of what you're talking about? Just take a screenshot and dump it, in the chat, because I won't be able to see your screen. So just take a screenshot. Take a screenshot and put it in the chat. Then I can advise you.
Please, let's go on, sir.
Okay. So remember now that you unlock the account. So the next statement is author. You need to mention the H, identify by. Now you want to put in a new password for the HR. Then you put this. If you run it, it's going to change it. It's going to change the password.
Author user HR and you hide by XXX.
Yes.
Okay.
Are you there?
Please, sir.
Because while I was doing that, sorry? Yes, sir. You see You see, you can actually use, so I've changed this to this.
Okay.
If you see my screen, so I changed it to this. Before I was using this, but for purpose of the, because I want to take a screenshot, I did
Please,
change
are we
it to
going to
this.
enter that XXXXX, or what are we going to put in there?
You put any password that you want.
Okay.
You can use mine as well. It's fine. You can use this today, 2023. It's fine.
It's fine.
It's also fine. Yes. So I'm just using SSS to show that that you put in password there. Identify by. Then.
Hello?
Hello?
Excuse me, sir. Excuse me,
Yes,
sir.
Yes, sir.
I want to ask, what if you don't want to change the password? Sorry, if you don't want to change the password, can you just, because you don't want to change the password and you want to go on with your work? Well, how will you do, sir? Thank you.
Okay. In this scenario, you and I do not know the password. Remember, it is a new installation. And
Okay.
this particular account, when you do installation, Oracle it locks certain users by default. They lock them while installation. So now, because we want to use it, we need to unlock it. We cannot reset. You cannot reset the password before you unlock. It's going to show it out. So you need to unlock it first, then you reset the password. Because without you having the password, there's no way we can connect to it. Do you understand, sir?
Yes, sir.
So
Yes,
the
I
one
get
you
it now.
display now, you put current. Do we need to put
Sorry?
current in the front?
No. Don't put
Ah.
current. I use this one for my inventory. You
Okay,
see,
better.
for the first time, if you look at my screen, while I was connecting, yes, if you look at my screen, when I was connecting to it on the slide, I said, it was on training. I created it as training. I logged it as a training. If you look at it, let me show you. If you see, I said SQL plus HR training at this. Okay, because I've actually issued another alter password. I said, please reset it again. So I'm keeping this as inventory for me. So this has nothing to do with the command.
Okay.
So it is just for me to be able to take inventory. Yes. This.
Hello, sir.
Sir?
Yeah, I've changed the password, but it's saying missing or invalid option.
Something is wrong. It's not complete. Let me copy this one and put it in the chat.
Okay.
And you can also use this. I've done that.
Okay.
So you can just copy it and just change your password and just type it and just run it.
Okay.
Yes.
I want to change it. I'm not putting my password.
So have we done that?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Is it fine now?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you so much, sir. So you need to pay attention to this. Maybe you put, you just need to pay attention to it. So the important thing is this one. This user, you need to, so now we've changed it. We are inside. Okay. We've changed it. Sorry. We've done this with Otter. Let's say at this stage with Otter. Now we will now connect to HR. So I'm going to close this one. I'm going again to the drive, to this place, because now I want to connect to HR. Remember, so you double click again. Please don't forget, you say HR. See, your user is now HR. You remember, your username is now HR. You can say HR at something, but it's fine. Your HR, from that, then you enter it. Then it prompts you for password. Then you can put the password. 2023.
So we put Tunde 2008.
Yes, 2003. I mean, no, you put today 2023. This one that I sent to you. This one.
Okay.
This particular one that I sent you.
Okay.
This one. Yes. Now please make sure that the capital letter is T. And other letters are, there's no space in between. Yes.
Sorry.
Then you will be able to get in. So now, for the benefit of the fact that maybe if you open multiple sections, because at times I might be opening, sometimes I open about maybe 4 or 5 sessions. Now you are busy working, but you do not know at the time when you want to do things. You've run some program, so you can just do this to know that where you are connected. You can say, "Oh, sorry, show user." It will tell you where you are.
Show user.
Hello, sir. Can I ask a question?
Yes, sir.
I missed this part. You went back to the file and keep it again. Did you go back to the file?
Yes. Remember now that we have unlocked. We just unlocked HR, and we're setting a new password for it. So now we have unlocked the HR. We have the key. We have the password. So the next thing is for us to get into the house, to get into HR house in a simple English. So I have the key now.
Sorry.
The key to get into. Sorry,
Mr. Babatunde, let me help. What he did is just like the page for the unlock, it's already closed. We now want to start because the database now recognizes us as HR. So that's why we open another page.
Correct.
Coming in as HR.
Thank you, sir. That's correct.
So you're fine now.
Yeah.
So now we are inside the HR. So now sometimes you can be able to say, can I know what's the content of the HR, the table that you have? Because remember now that we have different tables that we have on this.
Sorry,
on this
excuse
HR.
me, please.
Yes.
I had internet connection. That's alter user HR identified by XXXX. Are we to put a new password or we are to input that XXX?
No, you put your new password. If you look at my chart, I've actually put a chart. I've put a statement that I use. So you can actually use the same. You can copy and paste the statement that I use, or you can change your own password. Remove the SSSS and use your own password.
Okay, don't worry, I will resend it. She logged out, so she just came in again. I will resend it. I will resend it to you again.
Okay. So now, if you want to check and say, okay, let me know. I want to see the content of this user, which is the schema. What does he have? What other things that does he? I mean, this schema. What does he have? So you say you say select start from tab, from table, which is like table. So see, these are all the things that inside this HR. Just let's just imagine things that we have a house, a home, or a house called HR. Inside the house we have your kitchen. Inside your house you have your main bedroom. Inside your house you have your lounge. Inside your house you have so you have your study. So these are the things you get into this house, because you remember we got the key. Now we got into the HR home. I mean house. Now you see countries. Country is just a section inside your home. Department, employee. These are the so they have different this is how you get in there. But for purpose of this for the purpose of the session, we're going to use this employees table. We need the information from this table. So
hello, sir.
you see,
Hello,
sir?
sir.
Yes,
Please,
sir.
how can we enter the table since we don't have table on our SQL, on our Oracle?
No. Once you enable this account, there's a table inside it already.
Okay.
Hello, sir. I have to go back after we change the password. Sorry. After we change the password.
After you change the password and you log in the way I did log in, you see now I'm connected with the HR.
How do you come back to a login? That's what I want to know, sir. I missed that part.
Okay. Can I close this and you just quickly go again? Let me close it.
Close the one we created. Okay.
Yes, you go back again to SQL because now you have gotten the key. You go back to the SQL. You understand? So you click the SQL.
Double time.
You see now. So now, remember the user that you want to use is HR. You put in
Yes,
HR, you said yes, HR. Then it asks you for what is the password, the key that you got. So then you put in the key and say this 2023. You see now. Can you please do that?
Yeah, connected.
Yes. Yes. So if you select, if you write this statement, you will see all the tables inside that schema called HR. You see, it said like T name, like a table name, a tab type, and clusters. If it will be clusters, it's going to say yes, cluster, but it is not cluster at this time. So you see now, it says country, department, employee details view. So that is a view. It's a different one. So we're going to talk about it in the future session. So jobs as a table, job history as a table, location. So these are the things that you have. Can you please check if you have all this on your side as well?
Hello, instructor.
Yes, sir.
Hello, sir.
Yes, sir.
You hear me, sir?
Yes, sir. I can hear you.
Okay. Please, I want to make a very quick. I want to ask a very quick question, sir.
Yes, sir.
First of all, I want to commend you for the man explanation you are giving. Very straightforward and explanation. But what I find out now is this: at this point here, where we get to this point, this particular table you are showing us that the moment we have the
I think I lost you.
We are able to create another key at the moment. Now, is he a default, or there's a way we can build all this from
we just using this one
scratch?
as a demo.
Instead of using country, we have a different variable default. That
sorry?
Okay.
Yes, we're just using this as a demo. We can still create. We're still going to create tables.
Okay.
In features, slide. So we're still going to create tables. We're going to create table. Like let's say you want a table to create a child. You want to create a table called child. Say create a table called child. So child will have a child name, maybe parent name. So we're still going to do that at the cost of So for this one is a demo, because there's a table in this one. Because remember we said data are kept in a table in the database. So how do we call them? Because if you do not know the select statement, if we jump into create table, it is just going to be a complex thing. So you need to know from here to say, okay, this is how to select from this table. Okay, how do we then create the table? And that is where it's going to come again. Do we understand?
Yes, you can continue.
Affirmative, sir.
Yes, sir.
Affirmative, sir.
So for the purpose of this, this is just a dummy schema that comes with Oracle. We have this HR, we have something called Scott. I don't know if anyone is comfortable with Oracle, you say Scott Tiger. So they come automatically, they come with Oracle installation. So there's a way you enable it, unlock them to use them. So we're just using it so that we can test most of this function, so that you'll be able to see practically how they work. And this is why I said you can, the same query that I was running, you can actually run it against any of this table to check. Let's say, for instance, okay, let me do this quickly. I'm checking the time. I don't want to take much of your time. So, but let's just do this. Set line size 3000. Okay. So if you say you want to see the list of the country, let's say select everything from country. You see, you want to see everything in the country. You see now. Can you see? It's saying this is what you see. So it says Argentina, which is the code. This is the code. It's a code is AR, meaning Argentina, and it says region is ID. I mean, region ID is 2. You see now, meaning AU, which is Australia, the region ID is 3. So now you can also tell a statement to say, can you please give me where ID is equal to 2? Select star from. We need to do that. Okay, this where region.
So you can't see your screen now.
You can see my screen.
Yeah.
Okay, can I let me reshare?
So it's not from your hand. You should take
No,
to
all you
turn
need
your,
to do is just to
your-
maximize it.
Okay, can you see?
We can see.
Yeah, we can see your screen, but we can't see what you are typing.
Oh, okay. Let me do this. Okay, then I'll do it. Let me go again. Share all. Can you please see?
Now,
Yes.
just scroll up.
Sorry. Okay.
It's okay.
Just move the window a bit to the right. Just move the window.
Okay. It cannot move. Okay. Let me see. Okay. Can you see now?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. It's fine. Okay. Now, what we can do is this. Like I said, that we're only using employee. You can run any query, all the comparison, all these things that we spoke about. You can run it against any table. You just need to bring logic into it. So, like I said, I'm now I'm talking to the countries. He gave me the list of all the country. You see now, I said, give me the list of all the country, and he gave me the list. He said, this is the list. He says for Argentina is the AR, which is the code. He says the country name is Argentina, and the region is ID. The region ID is 2. So, like I said, from that comparison, if you look at the equal to, you can say, please give me from the country where their region ID is equal to 2 or 4. Region ID equals to 4. Can you see?
Let's go. ID equals to 4.
Can you see? So all the statement that I've explained, that we spoke about before, it can actually be used, and that is why I'm saying it is basic. So please go through this video and go through every statement and plug it into any scenario. So you can actually use it. You can see now it's listing is giving me where the region ID is equal to 4.
Egypt, Israel.
Yes, you can see Egypt and Israel,
Zimbabwe.
Yes.
Zimbabwe.
hello, sir.
Yes, sir.
I want to know, sir, the command line size equal to 3,000. What is the function of that command?
Okay. I wish I can demonstrate it again for you. Okay. It's because I just want it. I want all my statement, all the output to be on a line. Otherwise, it's going to wrap it. Okay. Just hold on. Okay, let me just do this quickly. Let me do this. Can you see on my screen?
Yes, sir.
Okay. T and 2003. Okay. Yes, I'm in. So, like I said, select star from tab. Okay. Now we go select star from employee. Okay.
Employee.
Can you see now?
Yes, sir.
You see what I mean?
Yeah.
Can you see now?
Exactly.
You see, so it's going to wrap it. But I'm saying I'm giving instruction to the to say, I want I want my output to be displayed on a straight line, on a line.
Cool.
You understand? So that is why I put, so if you look at it, if I put a sign, okay, if I do that here now, and if I say, okay, you can see now, if I say page, that page, set line size, then set line size, sorry, line size 3000. Okay, then I call that query, I call this, what's it called again? Can you see the difference?
Yeah.
Yes. So because of time, let's quickly go back to our slide. Okay. We're going past this. Okay, we're going past this one, going past this. Okay, we spoke about in between, you see, between, or you can remember we're coming from the country. You can say, can you please give me the list of the country where region ID is between 1 to 4, 1 and 4. Then it will list it for you. And that's why I'm saying that you just need to know this comparison condition, and you really need to plug into it. Your imagination has to be very straight.
Okay.
Your imagination and your logic, it has to be very straight. It's just as if when we were doing mathematics, your mathematical, it is something that you can actually see. 1 + 1 is equal to 2. You see, so your logic has to be right. So this is in between 1000 and 2005. So quickly, I go to this other one, like. I've said this one. And pay attention to like. You see, where first name, like, meaning any name that starts with S. You see, that is its interpretation. Any name that starts with S. But if you see the percentage, if you see the percentage in front, before the S, maybe you see the percentage before the S and you see the percentage after the S, you are given instruction to that statement to say, please fetch me any name that has S, in between. So that is going to give you. So, but this one, I'm saying, give me any name that starts with S. So, and that is why you see the output to say, Sandra, Sandra, Stephen, you see, you see Samuel, you see, Stephen, you see. So in, I said something about in before. I said, when you put in as a condition, it means I'm giving instruction to say, give me this information that is in this one that I've listed. So give me the list of employees that belongs to this job ID. And I also remember that I said something that you can also use where job ID, not in this. So you are excluding the list that you're going to be, the command that you're giving, saying, please, can you please exclude this? I do not want to see any job ID that is, that is IT programmer or what's it called. So when you put not in, and you can use in, so you can see the job, you can see the output. So this is also comparison. So none. I remember I said none. You do not make mistake of equating none to 0. Okay. So none, it means empty. It doesn't have. Let's say an employee that just got into organization or company or any, but he has not yet assigned a manager or supervisor. So you see now. So where this manager is, and you can see the output, it says no. So but you can say is not no. You can also use a condition to say is not no. So you will see odd. Okay, this is all. This is a logical. This is a logical condition that we also learn in mathematics, you know.
Yes.
So you see now that it's referring to an employee. Say, okay, I want the employee. Can you please give me the list of employee that is having a salary of 11,000, or their job ID is a clerk? You see now, you see, this is a pure English, and this is why I'm saying your logic has to be very straight. So you are giving me the first thing. You know how I tackle things. You know, I first deal with the fact that, okay, give me. I first use salary, which is 1,000. I mean 11,000. I put that aside. Then I use another one to say, okay, where the job is clerk. Then you can put them together. Like when you are using your when we use what's it called in mathematics, you know, when you have this circle of sub, you know, this one is, you know, union. You see, so now you are saying, give me the list of employee that is having their salary is 11,000, or meaning 11,000 is you want the list of employee that is having 11,000, or with this one job ID, which is clerk. And you see now it listed this because the job ID, they don't have this one. You see, so this one is this. So this is logical condition, and it can also be tested with any condition, with any statement. And you can see this as well. Okay, list, yes, list, you know, first name and the salary, and where their salary is greater than or equals to 1,000, and their salary is this. So you can see how. So please try as much as possible to use most of this condition. You see all this thing by this side, those are the condition in. Sorry, you see, we talk about all, we talk about and. So the next one is not. Remember, I was telling you before. You can actually use it and say, okay, job ID that is not this. So you are saying, please exclude. So maybe they were doing something, and maybe, you know, maybe IT department or IT job, they have been well taken care of. So we do not want to consider them for the appraisal. So because, you know, they are sorted. So we need to consider other job ID. So you can just say, please give me this that is not this. So you see, this is the logic. This is how you use it. If you actually use it, and you can also use it in the region. Can you please give me the list of all the country that their region ID, it is not 4 or it is not 2. So now order by, all this order by, you see, when you write a statement, when you write a statement, you see all this ASCII, you know, and descend. So, and I also put it by default saying this. So ASCII mean from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So how do you want the output? So you are instructing Oracle to say, please give me the output, but how do you give me the arrangement? Because if you do not state it, so by default you use as ASK, which is ascending, you know, ascending order. But you can also tell the compiler to say, please, can you please give me in ascending or descending order? So you see, it says it comes last in a statement. It's always coming last. So do not put it in between. So it's always come last in the statement. Select expression from the table where the condition has to come first, and this order by comes at the last at the end. So, and these are the command. You can actually put it at this and this one. So we'll see the example as well. So the example 1. So which is descending order? Remember, the descending order is from, let's say, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5 down. It's from top down. That is descending. You know. So it is 10. So it says, can you please give me this list from these employees, where you see now where employee ID in. Remember, we learned about this one, in, meaning they are in this, this employee that's having this ID. So, but their higher date, please, the higher date should be in descending order. Meaning, the last to come. So you need to arrange them. You can see now. You see now that this is 2000. You can see this is 2000. So you can see down. This is 2007. You can see the last one, which is 2001. So it's starting from 2007, going down to 2006, going down to 2005, going down to 2005, going down to 2003, and to the last 2001. That is the descending. You can see it is actually put at the end. So ascending, you are telling to arrange it from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we can actually see that as well.
Yes, sir.
So not to waste more time, because of I can see that we don't have much time in our hands. So now we're talking about the single row. I don't want, Mr. Okay, I will see fine with the time, because I can see the time is not
not really.
Actually is sorry,
but I said not really. If you can round up in the next 5 minutes, it's fine.
Okay. Let me just round it up. Okay. So this single road function, we all know the function. I mean, the duty of a function, because I don't want to say bulldozer bundos. I don't want to say the function. We know the function of a function. So we all know what a function is meant to do. Remember now, when we do the calculation, remember when you say 1 + 1 + 2 + 3 from 4 + 5 equals 2, it will only return. It's only going to give you one output. It's not going to say 1, 2. It's going to give you just one. So it says that the argument. Sometimes you can say it is argument. You can call it parameter that you pass into it, but it's going to return one output for you. Okay. So the function in Oracle, those functions, we are still going to go to that function names. So those function, the single row function, what they do, they use them to manipulate data item. They can use them to accept argument and return one value. So this is the key. For me, I always tell people this is the key. So all the manipulation, we know that we manipulate, but it's returned one. You cannot other procedure can return multiple, but a function only return one. So return one result per row. So let's say, for instance, how do we use them? In the like I use an appraisal. All the employee in the organization, they are after their appraisal. So their objective score will now determine how much they are giving, in terms of their bonus. So one can develop a procedure, a function to do the calculation that will return for every employee. Maybe for Babatunde, it will say maybe 4.8. My 4.8 will now do a calculation and say, okay, this is how much I'm going to earn. Maybe for Yinka will say, okay, this is 4.9. For Yinka will say, okay, this is how much he's going to do. So it is a calculation, it's a function that does that. So it accepts those information and do the manipulation. So some of these character function, they accept this. These are the what's it called? Maybe we need to stop at this stage. We shall continue from this. We shall continue from this slide, in the next session. So
thank you so much. Let us just give room for questions. Okay. Can we entertain 1 or 2 questions? If you have a question, you can raise up your hands so that the facilitator can quickly answer it before we call it a night or a day, depending on the time zone. So if you have any question up to where we stop, okay. Michael Abidogo, over to you.
Yeah, thanks so much, Mr. Babatunde. My question is, there was a point in the command where you told us that we would put select and then there is an asterisk sign. At what point do we no longer need to include that asterisk sign? Just like when you say select employee ID, comma, region, from, I noticed there is no asterisk before that, after that select?
Okay. Thank you for that information. For that question. You see, the asterisk means you want to see all the information regarding to that person. It will show you everything. Remember that we have employee record. That employee record, you have employee ID in it. You have the first name, you have the last name, you have the salary, you have the manager ID, you have a lot of this. So if you use star, it shows you want to see all the information for that person. You see that is why I'm saying logic. But in a case where when I go further, I begin to select. In a case where the person is not even interested, or maybe because of the privacy. In South Africa, we say POPI. POPI means access to personal information or the personal information. So now you want to give people, and they said no. Salary is a very sensitive issue, and you do not want to publish that. So just publish. I only need the first name, the last name, and the department where the person is. So it's going to be based on the instruction that you're going to be giving. But if you use star, it means you want to see everything pertaining to that particular person, or you want to see the content. That is when you use all. You see, now sometimes you want to see you see, before I go further, when I first log in, I first select from that employee. I want to see everything, the content. I want to see everything. So when I see everything, then that is when I'm able to determine what I want. How do I structure it? Okay, I can see, okay, this is this. Do you now understand now?
Yes, sir. Very well, sir. Thank you.
Okay.
Sorry.
Thank you.
Okay, we have Dr. Akligbade. Over to you, sir.
Thank you so much. I really want to commend the organizers of this training. Mr. Babatunde, you are awesome. May God continue to bless you. Please, sir, I was not around last week where this training started. Okay, and I don't know how best I can have the how to install, maybe in terms of video or how I can install the package, please.
Okay, Doctor, thank you so much. I think the video have been posted on YouTube. After this training, I think the link will also be sent to you. So we will actually do that. And when you do your installation, if you have any issue, we should let us know. Because I wanted to say that for those who are still having issues when it comes to the installation, they should please let me know so I can arrange with everyone. So maybe during the course of the week, maybe in the evening, maybe we can also share maybe 1 hour so that we can just go through all the issues so that we get it fixed. So we will send the link to you. Mr. Oke, please, can you let me send it to Doctor? Please, sir.
Thank you, sir. This is awesome. Sincerely grateful.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Dr. Adeni, over to you.
Good evening, everybody.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening. I hope you can hear me.
We can hear you loud and clear, sir. Loud and clear.
Yes. Let me also commend the resource person, Mr. Babatunde, or probably Dr. Babatunde. Thank you so much for the lecture. It's quite interesting and understandable. But my question is exactly the last person asked if we can get the video of the lecture. So my whole question is about the one of today. I hope it will also be dropped on the platform at the end of the lecture.
Sure. We all have the video. Okay. As soon as we finish, we will try and do 1 or 2 editing, and then we post it on the platform. Then you also get it on the YouTube. Okay. Thank you, sir. Adiola,
Mr. Shegun.
Yes,
I want to remind everyone, I want people to put in a lot of effort. Everything cannot be taught in this session, you see, but we've actually we actually spoken a lot about things, and they can actually apply all these things on all the even on HR, all the table. Try as much as possible. Try to put in all this so that by the time we start another session, the clarity will be there. And if you have any question, do not hesitate to post them, please.
Okay. Oluwadamilare Awotayo.
Thank you very much, sir. I wouldn't know. Okay, my question is, along the line I got lost. There was the part when we went to SQL Plus and we have to put the username and the password. And my password, I couldn't remember my password again. So from there I got lost, but I was still following up the lecture, which I understood every other part. So what can I do, sir?
Okay, I want to ask you, which password did you not remember? Is it the sys or system password or the HR password that you do not remember?
It's the one that I used to open the Oracle then.
So you couldn't remember them? Yeah, remember it. Okay. Don't worry. After this, I'm going to send what's called a command for you to be able to reset it. I'll send it to the group.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
No problem, sir.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Hello?
Yes, go ahead.
Okay, thank you very much, Doctor. Please, my question is that when you are explaining the like, that for instance, if you have a percentage before S or after S, so at which point is it that if you have percentage for S, maybe now want to select name that starts, okay, is it to start with S or in between S or whatever? So in that place is not really too clear to me. Is it before percentage before S or percentage after S? Which one is
okay? Okay. Let me really go back. You see this like.
Yes.
Sorry. Let me just go back. Sorry. Like salary. Okay. I think it's up. Like, yes, this one. You see now that the invite. You see that the S start.
Yes.
It was before the percentage. You see anything percentage that you see a character. Okay. Yes, you see S. Anything that you see after that, anything you see after that, which is the percentage, you are saying that S should be the first. Okay. And anything after the S, you should fetch it for me.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much.
Yes. So if you put percentage in front and you put S at the end, you are saying fetch me everything fetch me everything that ends with S.
Yes. Okay. All right. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Thank you very much.
No problem, sir.
Thank you so much. And our facilitator, thank you. God bless you. Then I want you, if possible, by next class, if you can give us probably assignments, what people can also do on their own or website where they can get some of this work done. You can share the link, and I'm sure for those that are ready to learn among us, we'll continue from there.
I will do that.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, sir.
On this note, we'll call it a night, and we hope to see you guys tomorrow when we continue our hour.
Thank you.
Tomorrow hour, we'll be talking about our different section on the R. How do you plot the graph? How do you plot the data visualization? Don't miss it. Because once you miss the class, the result will be you go on the YouTube and learn. So you can ask questions on the live class like this. So see you guys tomorrow. Bye for now.
Thank you.